In the name of Allah, the Omnipotent and the Omnipresent. Welcome to the students of third year accounting department. I hope you all are fine by the grace of Allah and doing well. As per the decision of Lebanese French University, due to the COVID-19, now to onward, all the lecturers will conduct online classes with the students. I shall record 30 minutes video lecture each week related to your subject financial statement analysis. Also, I will attend online session according to the same timetable issued by accounting department. And I'm sure all the students have that timetable. I have three groups of morning classes, uh, group A, B and C, and one group of evening class, total 4 groups under the subject of financial statement analysis. I shall attend online to each group same according to your timetable that is given to you from the side of the department. This will be our schedule for online classes. You please must go through the recorded lecture, and once we will meet online, if you will have any question, I will answer to it. The most important thing is when you will hear the recorded when you will listen the recorded lecture, must hold the slides in your hand, slides of the subject that you people already have in shape of the hard copy. And I will also again summarize that recorded lecture with you people during our online session, when I will when according to the timetable I will interact with you. Plus we will continue our other academic activities such as assignments, example questions, assessment quiz, etc., etc. Today I will continue our subject under the topic of vertical analysis. Vertical analysis, we go to the slide number, I guess it was 16 or 17. 17. Yet I have completed the topic in evening group and also 2 groups of morning classes, probably group A and group C. But no problem, in order to make equality with all the groups morning and evening, I continue with vertical analysis. As I mentioned, I have 4 groups of third year under the subject of financial statement analysis. Before moving into, I revise the names of previous topics that we already have discussed during our previous classes. We started with the overview of financial analysis. Then we discussed why we need financial statement analysis, means why it is important, what are the reasons we need the financial statement analysis. Then we also discussed disclosure of financial statement. Next one, it was structure of financial statement, and 5 subtopics were under it, under the structure of financial statement that we already discussed. Then we discussed basics of financial statement analysis. In it we have seen further 3 things, further 3 subtopics under it. The first one, it was characteristics, comparison basis, tools of analysis. Tools of analysis were 3. The first one, it was horizontal analysis. The second one, it was vertical analysis, and the third one, ratio analysis. After it, next topic of our discussion was horizontal analysis. We also solved practical question of horizontal analysis, and also I have given to all the students one assignment question that you people solve from your phones. And later on I explained also in the class to that assignment. Today we will see vertical analysis. That is our second major topic of the financial statement analysis. In few groups I have completed this topic, in others 80% covered this topic, but no worries, I explain it from start, and we will see also practical question of vertical analysis. Vertical means, the word vertical means top is directly above the bottom, means upside and bottom side. Vertical analysis also called common size analysis. There are two names. The first name, as it's mentioned in your chapter, also the second one is also in the slide number 16, vertical analysis, and also we call it the second name common size analysis. Both names are same, so don't be confused if I will ask in exam, in midterm or final term, by the name of common size analysis. So both are similar. Okay. Vertical analysis is a technique that expresses each financial statement item as a percent of a base amount. On a balance sheet, we might say that current assets are 22% of total assets. Total assets being the base amount. It would be the base amount. Or an income statement, we might say that selling expenses are 16% of the net sales. Net sales here being the base amount. It will be the base amount, net sales total. Now we see the formula, how to calculate it. It's very easy formula. Each item on balance sheet divided by total assets. This is the formula. If you are going to conduct vertical analysis in balance sheet, each item on balance sheet divided by total assets. This is the formula. We will divide each item on balance sheet or income statement with its base amount. Vertical analysis is commonly applied upon the balance sheet and the income statement. So in your chapter, two practical questions are there: vertical analysis of balance sheet and the vertical analysis of income statement. By having practical question, it will be more clear to all of you. If I sum up the whole discussion that we did under vertical analysis, in simple words, vertical analysis is a method of financial statement analysis in which each line item is listed as a percentage of a base figure within the statement. I again repeat, in simple words, vertical analysis is a method of financial statement analysis in which each line item is listed as a percentage of a base figure within the statement. Now we move toward the practical question. I will solve one question under balance sheet and one question under income statement. First, I take the same question, and that is in your chapter, in your slides. Just go to the slide number 17. The slide number 17 is the next one. Here we have the data. We have the balance sheet of Quality Department Store Incorporation. So this is the balance sheet of 2 years, 2010 and 2011. Here condensed balance sheet is a statement of changes in financial position that is presented in a highly aggregated format. This is not in a full form, not full-fledged form. Now we see, we solve it. We conduct the vertical analysis on this balance sheet of Quality Department Store Incorporation. There is no another option, so I will use either Excel or Word. I will draw the graph, I will draw the tables, and we will add all the items, and one by one I will explain how to calculate each item under asset, liability, stockholders equity. So we go to the I think Word will be better. All the students kindly must hold the this practical question that is in your chapter slide number 17 in your front while you are listening this recorded lecture, so it will be more clear. So I need to draw the complete balance sheet here. We go to insert, then table. Here I take 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 4 5 columns. I think it will be enough. Here I elaborate this table, that's why we can add all the particulars. Here I write the name of the company, QAL Quality. Department, Steel Store, INC Incorporation, and it is condensed balance sheet. CONDEN, condensed, BALANCE. Yes, that's good. Here we will write the name, BACA descending to your December 31st, and we'll take into the proper form, and we'll take bold. Okay, and here I add assets. Under assets we have current assets, all the items. This is the same question that you people have in your chapter slide number 17, as I mentioned. Plant asset, plant assets. It is in net. Intangible assets, tangible assets. Then the next one, total assets. And then we have liability sides, because in balance sheet we have asset side and liability side. So in the format of the balance sheet and income statement that you have in your chapter, so the same like that format I will give you the question in exam, so no need to worry. It will be the same format as it's written, it's mentioned in your chapter slides. Liabilities, liabilities, then we have total liabilities, then then after that the last ST stock equity. Under stockholders equity we have common stock, then we have retained earning, then the last one total stockholders equity, and the last item we have, that is total liabilities and stockholders equity. Stockholders equity. So I give it proper shape as it's mentioned in your chapter 1 slides. So it will be like this: assets section, liability section, stockholders equity section. Now we add here, it will come amount column, percent column, and then again amount and percent. I add another row above it for years. Might be the year is different in your question that is written in the slides, so year doesn't matter. So 2018, 2000, sorry, it will come here 2019. Okay, and then it will be bold like this. Here I add the amounts. All the amounts are same as it's written in your chapter 0 to 0 8 0 0 0 0 800,000, then 15,000, then total it will be 1835 123. It will be the total of total assets. We put into the bold. Then liability, we will add the item 344,500, then 487500, and the total 832123. Then this is common stock of the company, to the value of common stock 275, it will come here 275400, then 727600, and the total stock equity, it is 1003,000, and the total it will be 1835,123. All the values are the same as it's written in the question in the slides. So it will be the values of 2018, and then we add the values of 2019. 9 4 5 1 2 3, then 6 3 2 5 0 0, 6 3 2 5 0 0, then we have 1 7 5 0 0, then add, and the total is 1 5 9 5 1 2 3. Go to the further 3 0 3 0 3 1 2 3, then 4 9 7 4 9 7 1 2 3, and then the total it would be 800,000. 100 1 2 3, and then the next one 270 270 270,000, 525,000, and then the 795 795 795 1 2 3, and then the total of liabilities section is 159 159 500. I make it more clear, more visible amount. In the same shape, in the same way, I will give you the question, the format it will be the same for midterm exam and the final term exam. It will be the 2 years data, either balance sheet or income statement, the same format. All right. As we said, vertical analysis is a method of financial statement analysis in which each line item is listed as a percentage of base figure. Here, as you people know, the balance sheet having two sides. All right, one side asset side and the liability side. Here the base amount for the asset is this amount 1,835,000, and the liability side the base amount is this 1,835. Both amounts are same. You can see here this one and this one, this one and this one. This is 2 years data. The same format, the same style of the question I will give you. The format it will be the same for the final term exam as well as the final midterm exam. And we also said each item will be divided by the base amount. Now we will apply vertical analysis upon this balance sheet. As we already discussed, the base of the asset section is this 1,835,000. We will divide this amount by this amount, and then we will multiply into 100, and we will get answer here. Here I write for your better understanding 1,0,2,0,1,2,3 divide by base amount, that is 1,835,1,2,3, and you will multiply by 100, and you will get answer here that I calculated. It is 55.6%. It will be the answer. I copy here and I paste here. See, this is the answer. So you will calculate by the same way each item: plant asset divided by the total asset multiply by 100, intangible asset divided by the total assets and multiply by 100, and you will get answer here. This is 43.6%. You will add here then the second one 0.8%, and here no, the total asset you will not divide by anything because this is total. Now total you have to, if you will sum all these three amount, you will get here 100%. all right, you will get here 100%. the same here liability, we will divide this amount by this amount. all right, I again write here 344,500 divided by 1,835,000 and multiply by 100. We are multiplying the answer with 100 in order to convert into the percentage. This is the formula how to convert item the figure into the percentage. We multiply by 100, so you will get here the answer 18.8%. I copy this answer and I take into here. Okay, so same way you will divide this long liability with the total, then you will this item divided by this. The same way you will continue, and the answer you will get 26.5 you will get here, and here you will get 45.3, and then you will get common stock, you will get here the answer 15.0, and here 39.7, and here you will get 54.7, and here again this is total. Actually this is a base. Here we will not divide the same amount by the same amount and multiply by 100. No, we will lump sum, we will sum. This is the sum all the items, all the percentage, and you will get here 100. all right, same as we did above. So by using the same formula you will calculate the answer here. Okay, you will calculate the answer here. I directly write the answer, but the procedure as I explained, it is the same, 59.2%. I have the symbol here, 59.2. then next one 39.7 you will get 1 point. I write little fast, 100% here you will, then here you will divide, see this amount you will divide by this amount, and this amount you will divide by this amount, and you will get the answer 39.7, and this amount 175 under you will divide by the base, that is this 1595000. then we go liability section, answer is 19.0. I already calculated the answer, so directly I am putting into the relevant cells 31.2, and here you will get answer 50.2. I go here 16.9, 32.9, and here 49.8, and here you will get the 100. in exam you will solve this by the same way. First of all you will write, we will draw the complete balance sheet, and you will add this the column in front of the first year, and you will add the second column in front of the second year. Same this way you will solve the answer. Okay, so we have calculated all the percentages of all the items. I have calculated answer of all the items of both years, 2018 and 2019. Year doesn't matter, might be in chapter the year is 6 or 7, that is not a big issue. Now it is very important part to understand all the calculated percentage, that this one we calculated to the vertical analysis. This is very important, and to understand the meaning of it. If any item increased as compared to the previous year, for example here last year it was 55, and then this year it is last year it was 59, and this year it is 55. This is the percentage change. The most important part, how to predict the calculated answer, that this percentage we calculated. One thing keep in mind, we will see all the items that is increased or decreased majorly by having focus upon percentage. We will see this column, percentage column that we calculated. So all the item that is increased or decreased majorly by having focus upon percentage of both year 18 and 19, current year with previous year. This is the current year and this is the previous year that we calculated. Quality department store incorporation comparative balance sheet. The base for the asset item is total asset. This is total asset, this answer. And the base for the liability and stockholders equity item is total liabilities and the stockholders equity. This is the total. As you people know, balance sheet having two sides, asset side and the liability side. So base of asset side will be total asset and the base of liability side will be the total liability and stockholders equity. For example, we can see that current asset decreased from 59 this is 59.2% of total asset into the current it is 55. Last year it was 59, now it is 55. It's decreased. This negative change, last year we were having 59% current assets and this year we lose them and currently we have 55.6%. Another major change, now this is the interpretation. Now the same interpretation is also mentioned in the slide number is probably 18 and 19. You will see, you will get 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. So I'm explaining in very simple words. This is the first change, that is majorly changed from previous year to current year, 59 to 50. This is the negative change, decreased. Another major change is in plant asset have increased from 39.7 to 43.6. This is 39.7 to 43.6 of total assets. This is positive change. Previous year we were having plant asset 39% of total and this year we are having 43.6% of the total assets. Another major change, actually, you know how we will understand, there is no hard and fast rule. We will see what are the major changes in the items as compared to the previous year, which previous year what we had and this year what we have, either that is increased majorly. We will focus on major change. As I mentioned, current asset last year we had 59, this year 55. And the second major change, that is positive change, last year we had 39 and this year we have 43. And the third, another major change is in retained earning. Retained earnings have increased from 32.9% to 39.7. This is 32.9% to 39. So it's also increased. This is very good thing. Retained earning means the money that the company having with them for day-to-day operation. They are not distributing everything under dividend, so they take some part of the money, that is in million or billions, they take with them. All the companies, they take with them in order to deal with day-to-day operations of the company. So previous year 32.9% it was, and this year retained earning 39.7 of the total. So it's very positive change. If you will see, where 32% and it's increased almost, it's a 40%. See, this is, so this these were the three major changes in this question. It will come under interpretation. So in exam you will also write these interpretation. If you will go slide number 18, 19 and 20, so you will get interpretation sample over there. So I'm explaining it in simple words. Now I summarize to the whole discussion. Here we can see two major positive changes in plant asset and retained earning. Okay, two retained under the financial activities of the company, and one major negative change, that is in current asset. This is the first one. Last year we had more and this year we have less. Now these results reinforce the, now I'm summarizing the whole interpretation. Okay, I'm summarizing the answer. These results reinforce the earlier observation that quality is, meaning the company is choosing to finance its growth through retention of earning rather than through issuing additional debt. No need to issue, no need to take more debt by issuing the shares or from the bank, because our retained earning, we are in positive situation, we have enough money. See these figures, in analysis. This figure, see, 32% retained earning last year it was, and now we have 39. It means company having enough cash in the hand to deal with the day-to-day future matters. Means no need to take additional debt. Company has enough cash in the shape of retained earning, and company is on growing stage. And this current year of the company is better than the last year 2018, and this is 2019. Comparatively last year we are in very positive phase. We are growing, company is growing, and company is in profit. That's it. It was the interpretation. The same interpretation, please, again I am saying, once you will listen my recorded lecture, keep in hand the notes, all the notes, that hard copy that you people have, keep in your hands, then listen this recorded lecture. It will be more clear. Okay, so it was the interpretation of this question under vertical analysis. We analyzed that company is growing and its financial position is better than the previous years. Now please note down assignment question in your chapter slide, that is probably 20. The same analysis, the same way, the same formula you will conduct. This was balance sheet. The quality department store, the same company having income statement. Now you kindly must solve this question. This is a kind of assignment. Okay, you will solve by the same way. Procedure is same, formula is same, the same as I mentioned above. The whole calculation procedure is same as I explained above under the vertical analysis of balance sheet. After calculation of the income statement under vertical analysis, when you will solve, it is slide number 20. Okay, it is slide number 20. I guess probably morning or evening some sections I already solved a bit, so I have explained enough. Now you please kindly solve this question. I give you as an assignment. After calculation, see how many major positive changes and how many major negative changes in percentage column. Okay, we will see in percentage column this one as we calculate it. Then what is ultimate result on business? Now it will be easy because calculation procedure is same as I did with balance sheet. You please must solve it by yourself, and in next online class I will see it, and if anyone will have question I will explain. If you will have any question I will explain it hopefully. I have explained enough. The same procedure by same way, just the values will be different. As it is the balance sheet, that will be the income statement. You please must solve that question as an assignment from homes. All right guys, now we stop here and we will continue in our next online session. If you will have any question, feel free to ask. Once we will meet online, kindly must keep in hand all the chapter slides while you will listen this recorded lecture. Okay, so this chapter almost about to complete. Just one topic is left, that is advantages of the vertical analysis. So if you have any question from previous slide, I will try to make another recorded lecture under revision. Okay, might be it will be more helpful for you people. So until next I take leave, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.